me ask you this question. Hear my story for a minute and see if you can relate and see if you agree. Because I just got to shut this light off. Because we are all the same. Our spirits are all the same. And when we get brought up and told to go to school, the whole experience didn't feel right for me. The whole experience of sitting still in the chair, I was looking out of the window like Ralphie on Christmas Story. My name's Ralph, so that's who I related to. He's looking out at the playground, and the teacher's blomp, 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 blomp. And then she's like, Ralph, what do you think? I don't know. I'm thinking about climbing that tree out there. I don't want to be stuck here in this chair in this dry heat, can't breathe, chalk dust. I don't know what's going on. I'm like 10 years old. None of this makes sense to me. I want to be outside living my life, not stuck in a classroom following rules. But the experience from the first day of school to getting out of high school was just fine. However, I wouldn't do that again. I understand we need to learn behavior sometimes and about certain things. That's great. But this brings me to this point, and I don't have much time, but I want you to consider subscribing if you get anything out of this. And if you'd like me to pray for you, leave it in the comments. We have been told our whole lives, at least most of us, most of our lives, that knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Well, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is just knowledge. But knowledge put into action is what becomes power. And knowing that failure isn't a failure of who I am, but it's a failure of an attempt. It's not even a failure, it's a learning experience. We got to eradicate the word failure and just chalk it up as a learning experience, because that's all it is. And some people can be contained and they're okay with following the crowd, following the leader. But then there's other people like myself, like you, who want something more, who feel inside of them that sitting still with their hands folded isn't the way. Thank you for subscribing.